Hey everybody, purpose of today's video is to give you a sense for what the Baja 1000 is and what we're in for. So let's get into it.
The Baja 1000 is a survival race. They give you the course map for the year's race and that's it. You're on your own to figure out how to do it. There are many classes of vehicles in the race. Trophy trucks are the kings of the course. $1 million, 850 horsepower, fire-breathing monsters with 3 feet of suspension travel. They can go 140 miles an hour over rough terrain. These guys don't play around. They're in it to win it. In fact, when a trophy truck comes up on another trophy truck, protocol is to rear-end them to get him to let you by. It's no joke. There are special-built race buggies, ATVs, side-by-sides, and of course, motorcycles. Different engine sizes and vehicle setups create different classes, and you race against the vehicles in your class. Is it dangerous? It's very dangerous. People have been killed in this race.
So one of the first things that we had to figure out was the logistics. The first challenge logistically for us will be how to get 6 Baja 1000 racers, 3 chase truck drivers, 1 mechanic, 1 doctor, 6 personal motorcycles, 1 race bike, 1 parts bike, 3 chase trucks, and all of our gear from Denver to La Paz, Mexico, which is 1,900 miles away. Once we get down there, we have to pre-run the course. Our plan is to have each rider race about 250 miles, and we need to figure out which rider is going to ride which section.
You don't just show up on race day with your bike and helmet for the longest race in the world. Anyone can enter the race, but if you just show up with your bike and your buddy on race day, you're not going to get very far.
We're going to be racing over 1,300 miles, and the bike will run out of gas after about 70 miles. So we've got to figure out how to get gas every 70 miles in the absolute middle of nowhere.
That's the kind of stuff you'll deal with on the race course during the day.
The next thing that we have to be concerned with are the whoops in Baja.
Whoops are waves of dirt and sand on the race course formed by wheel action. Over time, these waves grow bigger and bigger. In Baja, these whoops can be 3 feet deep or more. Whoops are physically challenging. Your legs burn as the bike G's out over and over and over again. Your arms and your upper body work hard to hold on. There are many whoop sections in Baja, and one is 100 miles long.
The next major concern is the silt.
Rocks are terrible, but there was silt. The silt is not like sand. It's not like light sand. It's something completely different. It's like baby powder. The road has 2 lines in it from the 4-wheel vehicles, that are depressed a little, and you take one, and your bike sinks down in a foot of this stuff, and it comes over the front wheel, and you blind your own self. It just sucks you in and stops you. You wind up over the bars.
Next up, the locals.
The locals, man, they try to fool you. They screw with the signs. Like, there'll be a big crowd of them, and some of them are trying to trick you, and some of them are honest and telling you the way. You don't know which is which.
Now the conditions.
The desert is beautiful, but everything out here will hurt you if you touch it. If you don't tuck your elbow in, you'll be pierced with dozens of thorns and need pliers to pull them out. We try not to think of crashing off course. That would be disastrous. In Baja, what you wear in the 80-degree daytime doesn't work at night. And if you dress for 40-degree nighttime, you'll overheat during the day.
So one of the sections we were pre-running started out with 20 miles of pavement. And when you're riding on the pavement, you're not exerting much energy, so your body's not creating heat. I just had a jersey on and I wasn't prepared for the cold weather. I got really cold at that point. Eventually got onto the rocky trails. I expected to start warming up a little bit, but by that point I couldn't feel my hands, I couldn't feel my arms. We actually went up in elevation too, and it was getting dark. So those 2 factors made it get cold really fast.
The last major concern will be the night sections, as well as the speed at which the trophy trucks approach us.
Riding the night's pretty good, actually. The lights give you the ability to see all the bumps now. All the big rocks that are sticking up that maybe at high noon, where there's no shadows, you hit. You can't see them in the dust, and all of a sudden now you're hitting some big rock sticking up that you can't see because there's no shadow behind it. Or at night, your lights cast a shadow on every obstacle out there.
You saw the trucks when they came by, the dust was so bad. Without warning, they just come up like that.
So I hope that gives you a sense of what we're up against. I want to take a quick second to thank our sponsors. Thank you to Motorax Racing, Peak Development, Bike Binders, DeKind, Acerbis, FMF, IMS, Moto Minded, Moto Shippers, Denver Bone Broth, Grand Junction KTM, Canvas Racewear, Motorex Oil, Twin Air, and Davis Automotive. Thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next one.